Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They'll move the change after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Noles are flying down the field. To the air, it's Holstein. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside kid. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Smashes ahead.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate.
Turning it off! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And how about that? One the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Now, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed.
Breaks into the open. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Bringing the heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. The Volunteers punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. Gets away from one. He's got space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Scanning the field is Holstein. Good timing on the quick out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Third down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Strong, firm tackle.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. We saw it on that play.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Jacobs. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism. I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive won't go on a highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Here's the heat. Finds his man. It's Bennett. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So find something really quick that you can go to.
Well, they'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Holstein. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Seminoles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller's right now.
Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Under fire. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Touchdown, no! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the door. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. That's caught. It's Garcia. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So here is the Tennessee offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Garcia. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And they swarm him under. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to barge their way in. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the...
It's a fumble! And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to Davis. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
To the air, it's Holstein. That's reeled in, it's Davis. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stakes.
Got a man, it's Davis. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Clock is stopped, timeout used by the defense, 14 seconds left. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will find a spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time.